Good evening, sir. I am Srinu. Today, I would like to tell about UART protocol. First of all, we will see the what is UART. UART means Universal Asynchronous Receiver and Transmitter. Uh, let us discuss about the synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means if we need any clock signal, these are considered to be synchronous. Asynchronous means it is the opposite of the synchronous. It doesn't need any clock signal. So UART comes under the asynchronous. In this, it doesn't know it doesn't need any clock signal additionally. So UART is a hardware device module. It is used to send and receive the digital data between two electronic devices, either it is a microcontroller and an CPU. It works by converting parallel data into a serial data. These are placed to these are takes place from the transmission side, and then receiver side. Uh, then back to the parallel data for the receiver side. The UART is mostly used to the microcontrollers and computers have built in the UART for simple and direct serial communication. And next, we will see the UART protocol. First of all, we will know the protocol. Protocol means the set of rules and set of instructions has to be followed in this particular topic. So in this UART protocol means a set of rules and how two electronic devices communicate with each others using UART hardware. So it defines how data is organized, how data is sent, and how the devices agree on timings, how errors can be detected or corrected. So these are the tells about the UART protocol. And next, UART protocol communication. The UART protocol communication means how the data is works and what are the principles are there. So let us see that. First of all, the data formatting. We will send a message from one place to another place. In UART protocol communication, one data format are there. These are these are starts with start bit and ends with the stop bit, and middle of the data what are there. It depends on the data. Data, for example, 8-bit data, it will consider D0 to D7. So from the and also parity bit is also there. So parity bit is also used to check the errors or if any find the errors or error correction detections for the purpose. And next, transmission. The data from is sent out serially, one bit at a time over the transmitter. In the in the in the part of transmitter, we will send one bit at a time. It doesn't send any multiple inputs and that. So at a time, we send only one bit. And next, synchronization. Uh, to send If we send the data from one place to another place, the main concept is baud rate. Baud rate means synchronization. The synchronization from transmitter to the receiver, it should be balanced. So it does not match from transmitter to receiver. The cost of problem and errors are interrupted in this. So synchronization balance is very important from transmitting the data from one place to another place. And next, reception. At the receiver side, receiver watches for the start bit, collects each incoming bit in order to the receiver while check the stop bits and also parity for errors. And finally, the data is comes out to the receiver side. The receiver transfers the serial bits back into the usual parallel for processing or display. So, for the working of these UART protocol communication, the summary is first of all prepare the data and add the control bits, and next send the serial bits and receive the validate data, and finally that was used date. So this process uh, is seen in one example. That example is 1100 1111. So first the data format is like that. First of all, we start the start bit and middle of this data what are there and parity bit, and finally the stop bit is there. So the data, for example, the data is 1100 1111. These are start with the LSB. The LSB means 1111. So The D D1 D2 D3 is 1111 and D4 is D4 D4 double zero. D6 D7 is 1 1. So the logic, if you find the data formatting structure, the logic 0 is defined to the data is to be start, and the logic 1 where we see the logic 1 the data is ended. So like that, the data is from transfer from one place to another place. Next advantages. The main advantages are very simple to use and set up. Needs only a few wires, transmitter, receiver, and ground, and it was a cheap hardware of it built into the devices. No clock signal is needed. Good for short and quick communication between two devices. Widely supported in microcontrollers and computers. Next disadvantages. It can only connect two devices at a time. No multi devices are not interface or and network does not use it. So works best for short distances. Uh, these are the main disadvantage. Speed is low compared to the some other protocols. Both devices must use the same settings. Basic error checking does not fix errors if they happen. So these are the some disadvantages in UART protocol. And next application. This was mainly used to the weather station, TV remotes, and 3D printers, satellite communications, and security systems. And finally, conclude this topic. The UART is a super easy and reliable way for two electronic devices to send the message to each other using just a couple of words. It's found in many gadgets because it's simple, cheap, and works well for quick, as a direct communication. So, thank you, sir.